Okay, let's try this again. I just thought I was taping a video on zebra bead, but I didn't push the right button. So we'll do it one more time. It's an easy bead, a tiger bead, a zebra bead for this month's challenge. And it's a great bead for beginners, a great bead for beads of courage. All you need is some black, some white, some clear to encase it. And if you want to turn the zebra bead into a tiger bead, you just need some transparent topaz. So what I'm going to make first is a twisty in black and white. I'm heating, I'm going to come out on the flame since I'm talking too much, maybe not too much. Anyway, I'm heating the black and the white from left to right, so that when it's warm enough, I can place one on top of the other and mush them together to make sure they're nice and stuck. Go back into the flame and heat them from left to right so that whole piece that are joined together heat at the same rate of speed. So I'm going from left to right and front and back, turning it 360 degrees, but not twisting it yet. When it gets nice and soupy, not too soupy, I'm going to come out of the flame, let it rest a minute, and start turning and twisting. My right hand's going to go one direction, my left hand's going to go the other direction. So one resting, turning, pulling, and twisting pretty much as fast as I can. I'm going to put this in. The right side is really good. Of course, you can't see that. But I'm going to put the left side just in and out the flame a little bit until I can get the rest of that black and white pulled. And you'll notice the twisty is a little uneven. That's okay. This will work anyway. It'll still look like a zebra bead. Zebra stripes aren't all perfect anyway. So I'm still pulling and twisting, coming in and out of the flame, resting a minute because it got a little too cold, a little too hot. Still twisting. And I've just about got it used up. Wow, I've gotten like 1.5 inches more just by taking it easy, taking my time. And I'm going to melt these apart now. So there's a little bit of black in there. I want to make sure I clean that off now. I don't want to pick it up later and have just a little piece of black in there. I'm going to smooth up this end of the white just so it makes it nice and clean for next time. So now we're going to make our base bead, and you can choose whether or not you make a white base bead or a black base bead. I'm going to make a black one. Although not that quickly. Okay, so that's what happens when you put the glass rod in too quickly. So this is going to have layers, 3 layers total. So let's start off kind of small. Since we're doing, this is a good beginner bead. So I'm turning the mandrel away from me. I'm keeping the rod in the flame, not the bead. Turning that black rod to clean up that edge and going back to make this little bead nice and round. So using heat and gravity to make sure the hole is in the middle. Wow, I didn't do a very good job laying this down. But we can fix it. Sometimes when you can figure out how to fix a mistake, it makes you do it better the first time. I mean, the second time. Should have done it better the first time. Okay, so you can see I'm rolling my fingers back and forth. It doesn't matter if it's rolling towards me or away from me. And I'm making sure the bead is round by looking at the top of the bead. As I'm turning it, the top of the bead is staying very still. It's not jumping up and down and up and down. So that's how I know the hole is in the center. I forgot to melt this apart. I know some people like to break it off, but I kind of like to melt it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm noisy with my tools too. So now I'm going to take this little twisty, uneven twisty, which will work great. I think it looks better if it's a little uneven. I'm going to attach it to the bead on the left-hand side and just hold it just beneath the flame. It's that sweet spot you want to find. I have another tutorial in our YouTube channel about finding that spot. If you're having trouble with your heat, I hope you'll watch it. It has to do with practicing with colors, specific colors, and where you hold what you're using in the flame. Now I'm just pressing this in. I don't want it to pop off. And using heat and gravity again. You can tell these each pass is not necessarily touching the previous. I kind of like these not perfect. It gives a variation in the stripes, which I like. Melting it in smoothly, but I'm out in the flame. Melting it in gently all the way around so that it heats all the way around at the same rate of speed. So there's my zebra stripes. A little heavy on the black side. I think if I were to use this stringer or this twisty again, I would make it on a white base bead. But this will be fine. So now I'm going to heat the clear to encase. Bosco's in the backyard fending off the other beasts in the neighborhood. Sorry. So I'm going to heat this clear out in the flame so it heats gently. I'm going to get it nice and soupy and let it droop down a little bit so that I can push it onto this zebra bead to encase it. And you want to make it all the way around. So make sure you heat enough of the clear. Let it droop, spread. Oh, I'm a little off center, but that's okay. I got more than all the way around. And you can see it's kind of off to one side. So you can add, I'm going to add more clear to this side. And the secret to not trapping any air in this wrap is touch the clear to only clear. Don't touch the bead. I think maybe I didn't do that all the way around, but we'll see. We'll find out soon. So I'm going to just clean up this edge of the clear before I lay it down so it's clean for the next time. I think I didn't. Maybe I did. We'll see. So I'm going to come out of the flame just for a minute because I heated it too much in one spot. Don't want to let it, an encased bead sag. Do your best not to let that happen because the clear encasement will get out of whack. It'll more than likely get heavier on one side than the other. So I'm just turning it slowly, letting it come back up to color, and I think we got it. So that is, oh, that looks pretty good, a zebra bead. And if you want to turn this into a tiger bead, all you need is a little bit of transparent topaz. This is a medium transparent topaz. And put some, I call it uniform randomness. I'm just going to put some globs, a swipe, a little squiggle of this amber to the left, to the right, in the middle. Not a lot. There's kind of a squiggle. We'll put a dot on that side. Maybe a bigger dot there. Go sideways, left to right. 2 dots. There. You can see it's very random. Rolling that transparent. So that's what I call uniform randomness, or random uniformity. Melting that in nice and smooth, and it will be a tiger bead. I'll have a picture of it so you can tell what it looks like finished. You can ramp this up as much as you want. I particularly like dark ivory and black made into a twisty, wrapped around a dark ivory bead. It's a little harder because dark ivory does not like to be encased. So you have to be a little quicker about it and make sure you cover the whole surface, or it'll kind of eke out on the sides. You can take it up another notch by using dark ivory and black and mixing in a little twisty, not a twisty, a little silvered ivory stringer on the surface, and then encasing it, and then putting on the transparent on the top, the topaz, the transparent topaz. That's my favorite. So here is one demo that shows you how to make 2 different jungle beads, a zebra and a tiger bead. Good for beads of courage, good for beginners, and you can make it into an advanced bead with adding techniques that you know. Thanks for looking. I hope this helped you. Till next time, bye-bye.